Okay, dear students, good morning one and all. Good morning to everyone. Today's topic is on optimal merge patterns. So optimal merge patterns is the last but one topic in our unit 3. So already covered the topics in the greedy method, the general method, knapsack problem, job sequencing with deadlines, minimum cost spanning trees, Prim's algorithm, Kruskal's algorithm, an optimal randomized algorithm, optimal merge patterns is the present topic. See what is a optimal merge patterns. So merge pattern, merge. What is the meaning of merge? Merge means combining. Merge means combining the two or more files. Already we applied the merge sort on the given set of elements to sort the elements, to arrange the elements in either ascending order or in the descending order. Here merge means combining the two or more files. So optimal means always we are trying to find the minimum cost. That is we are saying optimal. So we have the patterns. So that particular type of patterns. So here merge is a set of sorted files of different length into a single sorted file. So each sorted file, since we are taking the two files, each file is a sorted file. All the elements in the or all the records in the file are sorted. Each file is a sorted one. Okay, we are taking the sorted files of different length into a single sorted file. We are merging. We need to find an optimal solution where the resultant file will be. Optimal solution, finding optimal solution is important. If the number of sorted files are given, there are many ways to merge them into a single sorted file. That means if there are n number of sorted files are there, you can merge, you can combine these sorted files into a single sorted file in many different ways. There are many different ways. So merge can be performed pairwise. That means suppose there are two files, there are n number of files are there. You can merge first two files. You can merge second two files. Or like this, suppose there are four files are there, you can merge file 1 and file 2. For the result, after merging these two files, you can merge with the file 3. After getting the resultant, you can merge that particular result with the file 4. Like this, you can merge the files, several files in pairwise. That means we are taking the first two files, next you can merge with the other file like this. There are many ways to merge them into a single sorted file. This merge can be performed pairwise. Hence, this type of merging is called as two-way merge pattern be generated in minimum time. So this is a two-way merge patterns. So yes, different different pairings require different amounts of time. In this strategy, we want to determine an optimal way of merging many files together. We can merge many number of files together. So at each step, two shortest sequences are merged. Since we are following the greedy algorithm, in the greedy algorithm, we can merge the pairs of files. So at each step, two shortest sequences we can merge. That means always we are trying to find the short sequences or short length files, and we can combine those short length files. So in this way, in increasing order, that is from shortest to longest files, we are arranging and we are merging pairs of files. So to merge a P record file and Q record file. There are P record file and Q record file. There are two files. Now we want to merge these two files. So when you want to merge these two files, when you want to merge these two files, requires possibly P plus Q record moves. That means in first file there are P number of records. In the second file there are Q number of records. Now we want to merge these two, so you will get P plus Q record moves. The obvious choice being merge the two smallest files together at each step. At each step you can merge the two smallest files each and every time. So two-way merge patterns can be represented by binary merge trees. Binary merge trees. So you can use the binary merge tree since we are merging two files. Again we are merging another two files like this. Two-way merge we are performing. So at a time we are considering only two files to merge. That is why we are saying this one as a two-way merge patterns. So this you can represent as a binary merge trees. So consider a set of n sorted files. There are n number of sorted files, F1, F2, F3 up to Fn. Now initially each element of this is considered as a single node binary tree. Single node binary tree. To find this optimal solution, the following algorithm is used. So we are using the algorithm to find the optimal solution. So sorted files F1, F2, F3 up to Fn. So algorithm tree of n. See, for I equal to 1 to n minus 1, do. So declare new node. New node we can declare. So node dot left child. So what is the left child of the node? That is least list. Since we are taking the least value, least of the list, least element of the list. So node dot right child. Now consider the right child pointer of the node. That is least of list. Now the weight of the node you will get from the left child node of the node weight and weight of right child of the node. That is when you combine both these weights you will get the weight of the node. So now insert list comma node. Now you can insert the list. So return least list. So at the end of this algorithm, the weight of the root node represents the optimal cost. Since each and every time we are we want to try to find the minimum cost tree, optimal cost tree. Out of the many ways, you want to find one way, which one is the minimum cost. Since we have several trees are there, we can form, we can combine, but you will get several number of trees. Out of several trees, you can select one tree, which one costs least, which one is minimum cost. So consider the given files F1, F2, and F3, and F4, and F5. These are the 5 files are given with the 20, 30, 10, 5, and 30 number of elements respectively. See the example. We have the 5 files. What are the 5 files? F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5. How many number of sorted records are there in each file? Suppose F1 is a file with sorted records. That means all the records in the file are sorted. File is what is the definition of file? File consists of some set of records. So the records in the file are sorted, are in sorted order. So F1 file consists of 20 records, F2 file consists of 30 records, F3 file consists of 10 records, F4 file consists of 5 records, and F5 file consists of 30 records. So all these are sorted files. Okay. Now if merge operations are performed according to the provided sequence, now perform the merge operation. Then M1 is equal to merge F1 and F2. So we are selecting the pairs of files. Pair. That means two files at a time we are selecting, and we want to merge those pairs of files. So for this, merge F1 and F2, that is 20 plus 30 is equals to 50. So 20 plus 30, that is equal to 50. Since F1 file consists of 20 records and the F2 file consists of 30 records, when we merge these two, that is, you need 50 moves of records, so the value is 50. Now combine the resulting one, M1, with F3 file. M1 and F3, you have merged now. If you merge M1 and F3, then you will get 50 plus 10, that is 60. 50 plus 10 is 60. 50 is the value you received, value you got. 10 is the number of records in the file F3. So total is equals to 60. Total is equal to 60. Now M3, merge M2 and F4. You will get 60 plus 5, that is 65. Since M2 already computed 60 records, 60 moves of the records, and 5 for F4. F4 number of records are 5. Now you are merging these two, you will get 65. Now see M4. M4 merge M3 and F5. M3 and F5. M3 is 65 and F5 is 30, so you will get 95. Hence, the total number of operations is, now combine all these moves of records, 50 plus 60 plus 65 plus 95, then you will get 270. Now the question arises, is it a better solution? Just think once, 1 minute. Think 1 minute. Is it a better solution of combining the files, sorted files? Just think. All of you. Now see the alternative one. Sorting the numbers according to their size in an ascending order, we get the following sequence. Since we are applying now the greedy algorithm, we want to sort the files according to the number of records in each file. Suppose, for example, F1 is a file with 10 records. F2 is a file with 30 records. Then in increasing order, you need to consider first F1, next F2, like this. Suppose here we have the values 20, 30, 10, 5, 30. All these values you need to arrange. You need to arrange, or in a you need to sort in increasing order. First consider 5, next consider 10, next consider 20, next consider 30, next consider 30, like this. You can consider these values. So in this way, you can arrange the number of records in each file. Number of records based on the size of the file. Based on the size of the file, we are arranging the files in increasing order. Now see the sorting the numbers according to their size in an ascending order. We get the following sequence: F4, F3, F1, F2, F5. This is the sequence based on the size. That is number of records. Hence, the merge operations can be performed on this sequence. So M1 is equal to merge F4 and F3. You can merge F4 and F3. What is F4? Size of F4, that is 5. F3 size 10. So you can, when you merge F4 and F5, you will get 5 plus 10, that is 15 moves of the records in the both the files after merging. So after merging, you can say that particular node as M1. M1 is the merging of two files F4 and F3. Now merge the result, that is M1, with the next file F1. So merge M1 with F1. M1 is 15. F1 value, the size of the file of F1 is 20. Now add these two, 15 plus 20, that is 35. Now M3 merge the result, that is 35, that is M2, and F2. Next one is F2. After F1, F2 is there. We can select this one. So now we are merging the M2 and F2. You will get 35 plus 30. That is 65. Okay. Now you got M3 after merging. That is 65 value. Now we want to add. We want to combine these records, 65 records, with file F5. File F5 and M3 are merged. You will get 95 records. Since 65 plus size of file F5 is 30, so 65 plus 30, that is 95. Okay. Now, therefore, the total number of operations is 15 plus, see, combine or add all these things. Here, 15 moves of records, 35 moves of records, 65 moves of records, 95 moves of records. Now you can make it total. You will get 210. See, just observe this value, 210, 210. Check the previous one. Check the previous one. So in the previous case, we have the value 270. Now we have the value 210. So compare these two. 210 value, the cost 210. 210 moves of records is less than the value of 270. So always the merging of files, in which way we are done, that is that particular way, if it costs less, that is the optimal one. We can say the minimum cost tree is a optimal one. So this is better than the previous one. Just observe the previous one and the present one. Previous one costs 270, present one costs 210. So 210 is better than 270. So if we arrange in this way the files, that means from by increasing order depending on the size of the file, if the least cost file or the smallest length file you can place first, and the largest length file you can place at the last, and you can arrange depending on the size of the file and merge those files pairwise. Then you are getting the minimum cost size file. So that is the optimal one. Okay, see the next one. See the example. We are now going to solve the problem using this algorithm. There is a algorithm already given. So this based on this algorithm, we want to solve the problem. That means in this case, what we are doing? Always we are arranging the given elements. This is another example. Okay, 5 and 10. Take 5 and 10 first. See, already we calculated m1 equal to 5 plus 10, 15. The same thing we are representing in a diagrammatic way in a tree representation. So 5 plus 10, that is left part and right part of a node. You are adding these two, 5 plus 10. You are merging these two files. You will get 15. 15 is the number of records after merging two files. Okay. Now we have that 20 here. Now join. Now come merge with 20. 20 plus 15. 35. See 35. Now check it. It is 35. It is 30. It is 30. Out of these three, you need to consider the minimum number of records files. Minimum number of records. That means less number of records. So here, these two, that is 30 and 30, are the minimum number of records. So you can merge these two, that is 30 and 30. You can merge since these are less than the 35. Now check here. You have merged 30 and 30. You will get 60. Now merge 35 and 60. You will get 95. So 30 and 30 are merged, 60. 60 and 35 are merged, combined, you got 95. So that means the solution takes only 205 number of comparisons. Number of comparisons are 205. By adding this one, 15, 20, 20, 35, 60, 95, you need to add all these things. 15, 35, 60, 95. Internal nodes you need to add, not the leaf nodes. Now extended binary tree. Just already explained the binary trees. So an extended binary tree representing a two-way merge. See here, two-way merge. L1 and L2 are merged, here placed. L3 and L4 are merged, here placed. In this way, we are merging two sorted files. We will get the final value at the root node. Two-way merging example. 6 sorted lists with lengths 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. You want to apply two-way merging. So check here. We have two. Okay, 6 sorted lists with lengths 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So these are the sorted lists, files. First file, second file, third file, fourth file, fifth file, sixth file, like this. All these are separate files. Now we want to merge these files. First you can merge 2 and 3. Since 2 and 3 are the shorter in length comparing with remaining sizes of the remaining file sizes. When you compare, this file size is 2 records, this file size is 3 records, so you can combine 2 and 3, you will get 5. See, combine 2 and 3, you got 5. Now This is 5. This is 5. This is 7. This is 11. This is 13. Always consider the pairs which are shorter in length. So comparing with all these values, 5 and 5 are shorter in length. So you can merge these two, 5 and 5, you will get 10. So you got 10. Now compare 10, 7, 11, 13. Out of these four values, shorter values, that means the size of the file should be smaller. Smaller values we need to consider. Check these 10, 7, 11, 13. 7 and 10 are smaller. 7 and 10 are smaller. So you can combine 7 and 10. You will get 17. You got 17. Now 17, 11, 13. 11 and 13 are smaller comparing with 17. So you can merge these two files, 11 and 13. You will get 24. You will get 24. So you got 24. Now compare 17 and 24. Merge these two, 17 and 24. You will get 41. Okay. This is the tree after merging of these files with sorted records. So you can combine the internal values. You will get the cost of optimal merged tree. Okay, optimum merging, that is cost of this merged tree. That cost is the minimal cost, since always we consider the shorter in length pairs of files. So the time complexity for generating an optimal extended binary tree, this is our optimal binary tree. The time complexity is big O of n log n. Okay. See, two-way merging problem of comparisons required for the linear two-way merge algorithm. Number of comparisons is M1 plus M2 minus 1. Yeah. Here M1 means the number of records in the first file, number of records in the second file, minus 1. So M1 and M2 are the lengths of the two sorted lists. So two-way merging, example 2, 3, 5, 6 we have taken. So 1, 4, 7, 8. So the problem, there are n sorted lists, each of length mi. What is the optimal sequence of merging process to merge these n lists into one sorted list? That means n number of sorted lists are there. Now we want to merge these sorted lists. When you are merging these sorted lists, what is the optimal sequence of merging process? Always we are trying to find the shorter length files, and we are merging those files first. Like this, we are continuing the process. So what is the algorithm to generate a two-way merge tree? We have tree node record, just like a structure in our C language, left child, right child. For each node, there is a left child and right child. And integer is weight. Weight is a integer type. So algorithm tree with n number of files. List is a global list of n single nodes. So for I equal to 1 to n minus 1, 1 to n minus 1, n minus 1 times we are performing the loop, for loop. So new tree node, and what is the meaning of this one? Get a tree node, a node, a new one, that is represented with PT. Now see the left child of PT and right child of PT. We are always taking the least element, least one in the list. So merge two trees with the smallest length, always taking the smallest length files. So we are merging those trees to get the minimum cost or optimal cost binary tree. In our problem, we want to find the optimal merge tree. So weight of PT, finally you will get left child weight plus right child weight. Now we can insert list of PT. return list of list. So tree left in list is the merge tree. Already explained the same algorithm, just with numbers. I am explaining again. Okay, Huffman codes. So this is about two-way merging in our optimal merging. So the application of optimal merging in binary merging and also in Huffman codes. So what is a Huffman code? Suppose I want to reduce the size of the file or compress the file, and I want to store that particular file in my computer system. Then I can apply this Huffman coding for compression of the files so that the memory size can be reduced, memory requirement can be reduced. Another point is when you want to transfer data over the network, I want to transfer the message. Then I need to encode the message. So suppose if I use the ASCII code, EBCDIC code for the characters of the message, then that is a fixed size, 8 bits or 7 bits like this. It takes more amount of space and more amount of memory is required. So when you want to transmit the data, see in telecommunication, how do we represent a set of messages each with an access frequency? By a sequence of zeros and ones we are representing to minimize the transmission and decoding cost. So decoding cost and also the transmission cost, we may use short strings to represent more frequently used messages. For the messages, we can use the short length strings. So this problem can be solved by using an extended binary tree, which is used in the two-way merging problem. In our two-way merging problem, we are using the extended binary tree. By using this, we can reduce the size of the file or whatever length of the file you can reduce so that we can easily transmit over the network. So depending on the size of the data, suppose size of the data is very huge, then transmitting over the network is taking more time. Whereas if the size of the data is, that means the amount of memory, that is the size of the data is less, um, very small amount, then you can transmit at a faster rate. So message compression or data compression or encoding and decoding costs to reduce the decoding costs. All for all these things, we can go for Huffman coding. Huffman coding is a one important application of our optimal merging. So an example of Huffman algorithm, you can see how you got Huffman algorithm. See symbols. We have symbols A, B, C, D, E, F, G are the symbols uh, in the message. Symbols in the message. Suppose frequency of occurring the characters is 2 times, 3 times in the message, 5 times. Suppose for example A occurs 2 times. Suppose here B occurs 3 times, C occurs 5 times, D occurs 8 times. So like this, you are the frequency of occurring of the characters is this many times. Suppose here we have the values, just check it in the Huffman coding algorithm. We are giving the codes, variable length codes to each character instead of giving the fixed length codes. When you are giving the fixed length codes, it takes more amount of memory. Since suppose ASCII code or some other code, fixed length code, 8 bits are assigned for each one. So total number of bits required are 3, 4, 6, 7. There are 7 characters are there, 7 symbols are there. 7 into 8, 56 bits. are required. Suppose if you assign the variable length, if you go for variable length coding or Huffman coding, then the number of bits required for assigning to each character or symbol is reduced. Most frequently occurring character and less frequently occurring character. Most frequently occurring character requires the coding bits should be smaller. Less frequently occurring symbols requires the coding bits to be larger, just more than the previous one. So in this way, we are assigning the codes. Suppose G occurred 18 times. G is the symbol in the message that occurred 18 times. Its frequency is 18. So code assigned is 1 1. The length of the code is only 2 bits. Suppose A is the symbol that occurred 2 times. Then what is the length of the code? For this A, the code assigned is 10100. That is, the length of the A is only 5 bits. So most frequently occurring symbol and less frequently occurring symbol, depending on that, we are assigning the variable length codes to the symbols so that the amount of memory required will be reduced. The file size you can reduce. So you can easily transmit, we can easily store in the system, or we can easily transmit over the data network. See here, first I am taking the smaller one. A and B are the two symbols. 2 and 3 are the values. First I have taken 2, 3. Now C and D. Okay, this is 5 and 8. Now combine 2 and 3. This is 5. So C frequency is 5. You take that particular one. Always we are taking the least one. So 5 and 5. Okay, you can combine 5 plus 5, you will get 10. This node. Now check, this one is at 10 and this one is D appeared 8 times. So 10 and 8, you will get 18. Now check this one, 18 you got here. Now this one, 18, another number. So you can combine this one, 36. But here, 13 and 15 are smaller ones comparing with 18. So you can merge 13 and 15. You will get 28. So this one is 28. This one is 36. So you can combine finally 28 and 36. You will get 64. So all these things are considered. Now assigning the codes for each one. Since 2 means here, that is the symbol A. What is the code for symbol A? Starting from root node 64 up to, consider the path up to 2, our symbol A here. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is the code. How you got this code? Since for left branch always assign 0, for right branch always assign 1. For left branch assign 0, right branch assign 1, left branch 0, right 1, left 0, right 1. Like this, in the entire Huffman code tree, we are assigning zeros and ones to the branches or the edges, and for any symbol, when you want to find the code starting from the root node and go in that particular path and to reach the that particular node, and what are the bits are there in that particular path, you can write those bits for the symbol, you will get the code. See, for example, you want to see the code for G 18. 18 is the here leaf node. Then the code for G, this is 18 is 18 node is for G. So from 64 root node, start from root node 64, see the path, see the path from up to here. Then value is 1 here, 1, value is 1 here, 1. So 11 is the code for G. 11 is the code for G. Now I want to see the code for C. Code for C. Then check here. C8. See the leaf node. This one is a leaf node. This one is for C. C8. Now check the path from 64 root node. Come here. Come here. Come here. Move in this path. This is 1. This is 0. This is 0. The code is 1, 0, 0. Check this code. Okay, like this, we are continuing. Okay. So you can find the codes in the Huffman coding algorithm. By using this, you can construct the Huffman code tree, and you can find the each and every nodes code, each and every symbol code. That is a variable length coding scheme. Okay, dear students. So what are the topics covered today? Today, what are the topics covered? Say just overview of the topics covered. See, in the optimal merge pattern is the main topic, main topic in our syllabus. So in this, we discussed about merging of two-way merging of the files, sorted files. So the algorithm we discussed, and we discussed an example problem how to merge the given sorted 5 files in pairwise. Always we try to consider from increasing order, increasing length of the file. That is depending on the size of the file, whether shorter file to largest file. We are considering the merging of the files. So already considered in this example, which one is the better solution? So it costs 210. That is the minimum cost merging tree. So another example is also considered by using the tree structure in the diagrammatic way. So extended binary trees is the application of our optimal merging patterns. So this is another example of two-way merging. And the time complexity is considered as big O of n log n. From the algorithm, you'll get this time complexity. So another important application is Huffman code that is also discussed. Huffman code is used for data transmission and data compression. So we are using the two-way merging in this problem. So this is the Huffman code tree. Already you know in our data structures and the advanced data structure subjects, you learn this Huffman code. The same thing is explained here by combining the or joining or merging the files. pairwise. Each and every time we are considering the increasing order of the files, size of the files. Based on the size of the files, we are considering the increasing order of files. Depending on that, we are merging pairwise. Okay, that's all. Thank you, dear students. Thank you. The class is completed. If anyone is having doubt, please send a message in the chat box. Okay, thank you, dear students. All of you can leave the class. Class is completed. Bye. We can continue in the next class.